As it turns out, looking stylish is much easier than I believed. I thought that learning to dress well was incredibly difficult. And I always felt a little bit left behind when it came to style, like I was missing some kind of invisible fashion knowledge that other people have. It took me years of trying to understand style to realize that actually what makes an outfit work is pretty straightforward. It starts with the one decision that has the biggest impact: silhouette. When I look back at my outfits throughout the years, there's one combination that keeps popping up: tight on top, wide at the bottom. I wore that as a teenager, as well as in my 20s and my 30s. Much later, I realized why that combination looked so good on my body. But back then, I instinctively knew that it felt good. I wish I had just stuck to what I knew worked instead of constantly trying to make other silhouettes look less bad. Because I didn't want to be fashion forward. I just wanted to know that I look good. Do you have a silhouette like that? One you keep repeating and you feel comfortable in? And do you think you actually wear that enough, or are you more like me, constantly chasing different silhouettes? The next thing overwhelmed me just as much: color. There are just so many options, and I did not know what looked good on me. At some point, I realized that I should have just started with what's already there: my hair, my eyes, my lips. It seems obvious now, but the easiest choice for flattering colors is matching our natural coloring. Once I figured this out, I took a picture in daylight conditions, and then I used the color picker tool in a simple photo editing software to really pinpoint my colors. And I was really surprised because in my head, my hair is way more chestnut, my lips are redder, and my eyes less muted. So doing a fact check was really necessary. When I wear these colors close to my face, I look quite healthy and vibrant. And it's easy to pair them with the neutrals in my wardrobe. So a small but really versatile color palette. I think this is quite amazing. I spent so much time deep diving into color analysis, and in the end, the only thing I needed was a picture and 10 minutes on my computer. Next up is something that I knew mattered but really underestimated: styling. I still struggle with sticking to this, but I know that changing up the way I style my outfits is the easiest way out of a style rut. And getting experimental here is pretty risk-free because wearing my best colors and my best silhouette gives me an amazing safety net. But I also want to get better at really embracing and repeating what I truly love. For example, wearing a bright lip with otherwise minimal makeup, or wearing a silk scarf in a way that feels more modern. These aren't big changes, but when I include them in my outfits, they feel even more like me. Something I overlooked for years is texture. I was obsessing so much about getting silhouette and colors right because they felt so difficult that I ignored the easiest option out there to improve my outfits. As I should have realized much earlier, adding texture makes even a basic outfit much more intentional. And it's almost impossible to get wrong. Nylon, silk, chunky knits, leather, they all look good even in really neutral colors. So now I try to add at least 3 textures to each of my outfits. Instinctively, I still feel like fashion should be difficult. But when I look at these 4 steps, I realize that I do have the choice of feeling good in my outfits pretty much every day. That doesn't mean that I won't experiment with silhouettes and color, but now it feels more like playing with fashion instead of this pressure to get it right. If you want to build this kind of personal uniform and declutter the items that don't really work for you anymore, I share a method that really helped me let go in this video.